Monaco are turning into a rehab center for failed wonder kids, from giving Ansu Fati a second chance to handing Paul Pogba one last shot at redemption. But to be fair, Monaco are building an exciting team. Maybe a team that can conquer France? Well, maybe not, because they're going to be competing with the greatest PSG team of all time. And that means winning any sort of trophies in France? Practically impossible. Well, not if I take over. For the next 10 seasons, I'm going to be managing Monaco with one goal, ending PSG's dominance. To do that, we're going to have to win 25 trophies, have a treble winning season like PSG, and also have a Ballon d'Or winner from our Monaco team. Season 1, and oh boy, does it feel good to see Paul Pogba back playing football. Bro, I'm really hoping he can cook for Monaco. Because, bro, in his prime, Pogba was so good. And you know what? He's only 32. He's still got a few good years in him. I'm hoping in this takeover, he can still have a big impact. But it's not just about him. We've got Ansu Fati, who's looking to, of course, revive his career. Biarritz up top is actually a really good striker, just 22 years old. I mean, there is a lot of talent in this Monaco team. Right now, though, it's just completely overshadowed by just how good PSG is. But don't you worry, we're trying to take Monaco to the very top of Ligue. Well, that might be a bit tricky because we're not going to have the Qatar money. 42 million is our budget. Funnily enough, though, Monaco is a city, actually a country, full of just billionaires. Surely they should be pumping more money into this club. With that kind of a budget competing with PSG, it's going to require a lot of hard work. First thing, though, we need to assemble the best squad we can right now with the players we have. And honestly, it isn't looking too bad. Our midfield of Pogba, Golovin, and Zakaria, I quite like that. Ansu on the left, Akliuche on the right, Biarritz up top. The defense is looking okay. We make a few signings, and I think we've got a team that can potentially just take the fight to PSG. I'm not expecting us to win Liga from the get-go. This is a long-term project. It's going to take time. The question now is, who do we sign to improve this Monaco team? But wait, hold up. You thought the Wheel of Career mode wasn't going to make its appearance?
You're not going to get rid of me that easy.
Oh, no.
Every season, we're going to be spinning the wheel, and whatever challenge we get, we must complete it. Now, normally, I'm a bit upset when I see the wheel because it usually just gives us terrible challenges. But I think if we want to compete with PSG in this takeover, we might need a bit of help from the wheel. All right, let's spin it to see what our challenge is for Season 1. Ooh, Mourinho's Revenge. Sign any player who's played under Jose Mourinho to avenge that 2003-04 Champions League final. And you know what? This isn't too bad of a challenge. Mourinho has coached so many great players. I think we can find some ballers to join us. And you know what? Signing someone from maybe his current club, Fenerbahce, might be the play, especially because we're on a tight budget. And there are some good options here, like Anderson Talisca, but we don't really need a cam. The positions I'm looking to improve are like the goalkeeper spot and the defense. I mean, Livakovic is a good option, but I think we need to look at other clubs that Mourinho used to manage. And one of them was Manchester United, where his most used player was David De Gea. Okay, guys, I'm not kidding. This might be the perfect transfer. De Gea is currently playing at Fiorentina, but he's still 85 rated. And because of his age, we can get him for like a ridiculous price. And wait a minute, we could legit get him for completely free? Because I've got this Mawisa guy at the club that I'm not too keen on keeping. It's okay if we let him go. Huh, that's a ridiculous swap deal. We gotta thank the wheel for this one, because if not for the challenge, I probably wouldn't even thought of David De Gea. But now we're getting ourselves an 85 rated goalkeeper. Yes, he's old, but keepers don't really lose that much of their overall. I think he could still give us 2 or 3 good seasons. Since we saved a good chunk of money by doing a swap deal for De Gea, I can now happily spend to completely deck out our coaching department. That's gonna help the likes of Ansu Fati and all grow massively. Talking about Ansu Fati, I think there's one thing we have to do. We're trying to rebuild his career as well in this takeover. I mean, we've got a challenge to get a Monaco player to win the Ballon d'Or, and I think Ansu Fati has that potential, and that's why I don't want this to be a loan deal. I want to make it permanent. Wow, 16 million, and Hansi Flick has just told me to get out of the building. Okay, I may have a 200 IQ play here. I just converted Ansu Fati to a left midfielder. That has gotten his overall down, and also his value down to 12.5 million. Now, we might have pulled off a transfer masterclass here, because I might get him for even cheaper than before, 14 million. Okay, at 15.3, you know what? I'll reduce it down to 15 and let's get it done. And this time, Hansi Flick accepts. If only he had accepted before, he would have gotten Barcelona an extra million. And there you go. We're making Ansu Fati's transfer to Monaco a permanent deal. One of my goals in this Monaco takeover is to make him the next superstar. But for that, I do think we need to improve the rest of the team massively. But yeah, 20 million is not going to be enough to make any meaningful signing. Now, we've got quite a few players at the club who I wouldn't mind selling. Like Real Donald Mbolo. He's 28. We could get like 11 million for him. I am taking the cash. And okay, I was able to sell quite a few players. And with that, we're up to 36 million. I think with that, we should be good to maybe improving our defense. Both our fullback positions have super low-rated players. If Anderson's young, I think he can grow. I reckon we gotta get a new left back. By the way, guys, I may have done an oopsie by putting Mawisa in a swap deal. He could have played left back for us, and he's so talented, 74 rated at the age of 20. Do you know what? We gotta remember this kid, and when he grows more in his overall, I want to bring him back at some point. For now, I'm thinking Takeover might be the man for the job. Now, I know you're thinking, why would he leave Brighton in the Premier League to join Monaco? Well, Brighton have just signed Takeover. Maybe they're considering selling Takeover and we can take advantage. Oh, but they've rejected our first offer. I don't think we're gonna have money for him. But wait, hang on. We just sold this goalkeeper for like 11 million. And yes, we now do have the money to sign Takeover. But yeah, pretty much wiped out our entire budget. Alright, in just one window, this is the Monaco team we've got. De Gea, Takeover, Fati on a permanent deal. I think we've done a good job. The goal for the first season, take the fight to PSG. I want to at least finish second in Ligue. Okay, we're at the end of the season and I'm kind of excited because we've won our last 3 Ligue games. Okay, all my excitement is gone because we finished 4th. Bro, how on earth are we even supposed to compete with PSG, man? 22 points. That was the difference between us and PSG. They only lost like 1 game this season. We were in the Champions League too, but barely. In the end, knocked out by Liverpool. The only positive I see from this first season is a bit of growth. Our entire backline is now 80 plus. The Danish striker Mika Beret grew like crazy, up to an 81 overall. Akliuche as well. But come on, Ansu, you've got to be doing better. Growing by only 1 overall. Do you know what? For season 2, I think we got to forget about the big trophy goal. Because our objective now is to first just compete with PSG. One way for us to do that would be with a bit of help from the wheel. Oh, and run it back. Revert 1 player to their prime age and overall. Nah, I feel like this challenge in the wheel was designed for Pogba. But wait, we've got David De Gea at the club too. We can literally have prime De Gea from his Man United days. Well, we could also have like a prime Eric Dyer, but that would be kind of pointless. I think, though, we gotta go with Pogba. Because back on FIFA 16, he was 88 overall. That was the time he just made the move to Manchester United after being insane for Juventus. And now, bro, this changes everything in this takeover because we've now got a Paul Pogba that's 24 years old. Well, instantly, our midfield now looks like it can compete with PSG. Oh, but since I think we didn't qualify for Champions League, our budget is looking a bit stinky, just 42 million. Okay, we've sorted out a couple more player sales. And now we're up to 63 mil. That should be good to maybe make a couple of signings. Because I think to compete with PSG, we're going to probably need either more in our centre-back position or maybe a better cam. To be fair, we do have Ben Seghir, who I think we should be making starter. He's just 80 rated, but 21 years old. Okay, let's not sign another cam. Let's trust Ben Seghir. But what I do want to do is go big on maybe that centre-back position to get someone crazy good alongside Singo. Now, I was really considering signing Jurel Hato, but look at this, boys. PSG have got to him first. In that case, going for Diomande, who plays for Sporting, might be the play. And I can't believe we got him for just 30 mil. The benefits of his contract expiring. Now, we've still got money left, and I'm thinking it might be the play to replace David De Gea. He gave us 1 good season, but he went down by a couple of ratings. He's only going to keep reducing in his overall. And I'm trying to sign Lucas Perry from Olympique Lyon, 82 rated goalkeeper, more room to grow. And if we can get a swap deal done with David De Gea, that could be just perfect. And yep, looks like that is on the cards. And we've got ourselves a younger goalkeeper. Do you know what? I think this team is even better than last season. Pogba being 88 is like such a big upgrade. Gotta hand it to the wheel. It cooked with that one. But even the rest of the team, every player above that 80 overall except for Ansu Fati, but he'll get there soon. Come on, this season, we gotta take the fight to PSG. And while we wait to sim through the season, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. And that's what I'm talking about, boys. Second in Ligue. I know we didn't win the league, but just 2 points off PSG shows the progress we've made. But we were in the Champions League and we finished 30th. Okay, that doesn't make me feel that good. But saying that, we've made it to the French Cup final. Bro, it's not going to be easy winning trophies against PSG, but we now have a proper chance. And with a 91 Paul Pogba in the midfield, there is hope. But we are, of course, up against the greatest PSG team of all time, but we've beaten them. Pogba scored in extra time. Akliuche with the brace. Ansu Fati as well scored. Yo, trophy number 1 has been secured. PSG better be scared now, because this Monaco team is coming for them. Because look at all the growth we've had, man. Of course, Pogba has been insane, but Biarritz, Ben Sekir, Kamara, Singo at the back, Hadiyoglu. Well, everyone except Ansu Fati, man. Why isn't this guy growing? I guess because he's not playing enough games. 23 games, just 4 goals. But how are you getting outplayed by Minamino? Bro is literally 32. Ansu, bro, you gotta pick things up, man. Otherwise, a Saudi League transfer might be the only way. We're now in Season 3, and I feel so much more confident with this Monaco team. To be fair, we did get super lucky with Pogba, man. How on earth do we have a 91 Pogba in this team? It's nuts. Our transfer budget isn't crazy, but it's better than last season. That's what we get for finishing second. Now, if we use that money correctly, I think we can even beat PSG to Ligue. But first, though, we gotta see what the wheel is cooking. You can only sign failed wonder kids. Well, that is something Monaco have been doing. To be fair, it's kind of gonna make it difficult to improve this first team, because I don't think we're gonna really find a high-rated failed wonder kid, but we can use it to probably improve our bench. Now, hang on a minute. Eric Garcia should count as a failed wonder kid, because at one point he was touted to be the next PK. Then he went to Man City. Things didn't really work out there. Of course, he had a stint at Girona as well. Now he's back at Barcelona, but it's mostly backup. I'd say it's fair to call him a failed wonder kid. And for just 25 million, that is some serious squad depth. Oh, and I think I found another failed wonder kid, João Felix. He's definitely worthy of that tag after the price Atletico paid for him. I don't know if we've got money to sign him. Okay, I've got a couple of offers here for Golovin, which I don't mind accepting. He's 31, and we can replace him with Felix. With that sale, we're now up to 46 million, but I don't think even that's gonna be enough for Felix. Well, looks like it's time to say ciao to Enrique. Yeah, that was a terrible pun. But it should give us the cash to sign Felix. And yes, we're continuing the failed wonder kid tradition. Hopefully, we can revive Felix's career here at Monaco. Despite the fact that we were only allowed to sign failed wonder kids, I think both Felix and Eric Garcia do improve our overall squad. Of course, I would have liked to make a big signing in the midfield or even in the defense. But I do still think we've got the team to take the fight to PSG. Bro, having 94 rated Pogba is an absolute cheat code, man. 30 goals and 15 assists. Wasn't just him though, because Biarritz also scored 30. Felix put in a good shift getting 13 goals as well. Ansu finally got some game time, although for some reason his overall just won't go up. But man, this team is starting to look good enough to win Ligue. Oh, but this isn't good. We don't win the French Super Cup. PSG beat us on pens. We don't even reach the French Cup final this time. It's all on Liga, bro. I do think we've got the team, but can we beat PSG? Yes, we can! Bro, I'm sure the only reason we pulled this off is having 94 Pogba. Oh, man, by 12 points as well. Trophy number 2. We're coming for you, PSG. Monaco are going to be the new best team in France. Now, also this season, we were in the Champions League, finishing 10th, which means playoffs. Ooh, but we get a lucky draw against Ajax. Wait a minute, we knocked Man City? This is reminding me of that crazy season Monaco had back in like 2017 or 2018 where they had young Kylian Mbappe. Okay, this is getting out of hand. We've also knocked out AC Milan. Then we got lucky with Sporting and we've knocked them out as well. Monaco are in the Champions League final. What? Not gonna lie, it would be kind of hilarious if we can match PSG's Champions League total. But no, we can't. On penalties as well. Man, this was probably the craziest Champions League final ever. 4-4 and then 5-4 on penalties for Arsenal. Okay, we may have not won the Champions League, but 3 seasons in, 2 trophies, one of them being Liga. We've now built a Monaco team that can take the fight to PSG. We've got to now start pushing for more trophies. Let's try and get to 10 as soon as possible. I am a bit worried about the wheel though. It's been super kind so far. And okay, it's the first challenge that could get a bit iffy for us. If you lose or draw versus OGC Nice, they steal a first 11 player. I didn't even know that this was a derby, but it's called Derby de la Côte d'Azur. I probably have butchered the pronunciation.
7, 8, me llamo...
But yeah, there is no way that with this team, we're not getting a result against Nice. Now, we could use the 66 million that we've got and strengthen our team. But I'm honestly really happy with the squad we have. I mean, we just reached the Champions League final. We crushed PSG for the title. I mean, yeah, we could bring in another player for Ansu Fati. But let's give him at least one more year. If he can maybe get himself to like an 84 overall by the end of the season, we'll keep him in our team. Otherwise, we will start looking for other options. Okay, there is no way that Nice are gonna get to steal one of our players. Like, absolutely not. There you go. We're not completely safe yet. We've got the reverse league fixture against them. But come on, man. I think our team is so much better than Nice. I'm sorry, what? 5-0? Guys, is this some sort of a joke? I guess, Nice, I wasn't familiar with your game because look at that, boys. They're in the title race with us too. And you know what's worse? They now get to steal a random first 11 player from our team. Bro, if it's actually Pogba, I might cry. No, I think that's gonna be Akliuche, and oh my days it is. That's absolutely horrible, bro. We had grown Akliuche to an 86 overall, but now we've had to send him to Nice. Bro, that's a player literally worth 97 million that we've just given away. And the only other player that we've got to replace him is Diatta. He's only 77 rated. Bro, I'm actually worried that Nice might beat us to the title.
A few minutes later.
End of the season though, and we do manage to come out on top. Second consecutive Ligue. Trophy number 3. Nice kind of fell off and PSG were the ones to give us a fight, but we got the job done again. And also this time we win the French Super Cup trophy number 4. And wait a minute, we didn't even get out of the league phase in the Champions League. I don't get it. One season we make it to the final. The next we get out of the group stage itself. I guess last season was kind of a fluke. Season 5, and I think we all know what this team needs. A new right midfielder, especially after Akliuche was stolen from us. Actually, I was also thinking of bringing in a new left midfielder because Ansu, man, for some reason, he just can't grow his overall. I mean, look at Pogba, man. That's what I call growth. From like 88, he's somehow gone up to 96. But oh, with the budget we've got, don't think we're signing 2 wingers. I think we're gonna have to prioritize a right midfielder. But before we decide anything, the wheel could change our plans. Technical Paradise, sign 1 player with 80 plus passing. Okay, that should be easy. I'm sure there are plenty of wingers who've got 80 plus passing stats. Well, I guess not everyone, because look at Bakayoko. He would be the perfect right midfielder for us, but his passing is 77. Bro, even Diao Diune, who would be amazing, 84 overall, his passing stat is also just 75. Bro, even talents like Duranville. Is there anyone we can actually sign? Well, okay, I've managed to find a few players like Takefusa Kubo. He's got 82 passing. We can sign him. But yeah, the price tag, we've only got 68 mil. This is not happening. Matthias Sula is another good shout. He's got 85 passing. I think because he's a cam, his passing got a big boost. We can, of course, convert him to a right mid. But again, that fee, it's going to be tough to pull off. But look at Amad Diallo. Perfect 80 passing, just about eligible. 85 rated as well, but the best part, his contract is expiring, and you know I love that. I think it's the only way we'll be able to sign him as well. Maybe chucking in, like, say, 55 million. Let's save Ahmad from Man United. Finally, we've now got Akliuche's replacement, and I'm glad it's someone as good as Ahmad. By the way, this is also the final year I'm giving Ansu Fati. If he can't grow, we're going to do everything possible to replace him. Oh, Ansu, I just feel bad at this point. An injury towards the end of the season. He probably missed a good amount of games. Actually, he did still play 43, scoring 10 and getting 4 assists. But that growth, man, it is just not coming. What do I even say about him? Even our new signing, Ahmad, wasn't all that crazy. Pogba and Felix were doing the carry job. But well, looks like our Ligue streak has been broken. PSG are back on top. We do win the French Super Cup, putting us up to 5 trophies. Make that 6 with the French Cup. And Champions League, interestingly enough, we've topped the league phase. That too unbeaten. Round of 16, we've knocked out Benfica. Quarterfinals, we get through Dortmund. And Real Madrid in the semis. Oh my days. It's RB Leipzig in the final. This might be the easiest fixture Monaco could ever get. Come on, bro. In our 5th season with this Monaco team, we could genuinely win the Champions League. I know we lost our last final, but maybe we can win this one. And yes, Amad Diallo is the one to score the winner. To think that we wouldn't even have Amad in the club if Nice hadn't stole Akliuche. But yes, boys, we've now got 7 trophies with Monaco. And now if you look at the challenges we've got, 20 trophies still looks completely outlandish. But let's just just focus on getting to 10 first. About winning a treble. I mean, this season we were close only if we had won Ligue. But yeah, I feel in the next few seasons we can definitely pull it off. Ballon d'Or winner though. I mean, this season Monaco won the Champions League. Pogba is probably a contender, but because he's a midfielder, I'm not sure. But maybe season 6 could be the year that Monaco sees a Ballon d'Or winner. First, we gotta see if the wheel is gonna make our life any more difficult, and this is bad. Agent Trouble, your best player is demanding a move. You must sell him this season. And guess who our best player is? Well, season 6, and we're forced to sell Paul Pogba. He's off to Inter for like 200 million. And to be honest, I don't think we can complain. It was an absolute stroke of luck that we got prime Paul Pogba for like 4 seasons. And now that the wheel knows that we've got a reliable team, it's taking away Pogba. We're gonna have to try and win without him. And actually, I think I've got the perfect replacement in mind. You guys know Monaco is famous for its casino. And guess who's been in hot water with all the gambling? Sandro Tonali. I think it's a match made in heaven. And so we're welcoming Tonali to Monaco. Although I'm giving him a strict ban from entering the Monaco casino, at least until he wins us the Champions League. Okay, we've now made it to the Ballon d'Or ceremony, but there's no cutscene that played. That's because it's Vinicius Jr. who finally gets his Ballon d'Or. That's what I'm saying, bro. Although we built a Champions League winning team, we don't have that one superstar who's worthy enough to win a Ballon d'Or. Maybe next season that's something we're gonna have to figure out, because Ansu Fati just isn't growing. End of the season, and without Paul Pogba, we couldn't win the league. Actually, we scored the same amount of goals as PSG, so our attack is still competitive. We even lost the French Super Cup, man. What impact from Pogba. Without him, we're not winning trophies. Okay, at least we do win the French Cup, so we're on trophy number 8. Make that 9 with the UEFA Super Cup. Although without Pogba, Champions League, we didn't really do much. Knocked out in the round of 16. At least Fati went up by 1 overall this season, up to an 84. But I think it's obvious, bro. To take this team to the next level, I think we need a superstar attacker. Someone with Ballon d'Or potential, because remember, that's one of our challenges as well. Before we start dreaming, let's just see what the wheel is going to make us do. Fountain of Youth. Make any player 10 years younger. Bro, this is actually huge. I kind of wish we had De Gea still at the club. Well, the oldest player we've got at the club is Minamino. I don't think making him 10 years younger is going to change anything. Remember, we're not putting players back in their prime. And Lucas Perry would actually be perfect. He's 91 rated, making him 23 years old now will guarantee us one of the best keepers in the game. And yup, that is exactly what I've done. I think it's the best play. We've now got our goalkeeper sorted for the remainder 4 seasons. But now it's time for the main thing we need to do. Getting a better player than Ansu. Not gonna lie, boys. He's kind of let me down. I really thought at Monaco he'd get his redemption, but he just has not stepped up. I think the play now is to go for someone big like Julian Duranville. I know he's playing for Chelsea, but don't forget, we're now a Monaco team that's recently won the Champions League. And with all the money we got from the Pogba deal, it was pretty simple to bring Duranville to Monaco. I think if we train up Duranville, there's a chance he might be the one to compete for the Ballon d'Or, because he's only 25. There's room for him to grow. Of course, there's Biarritz as well. He's 89 rated. If he gets into the 90s, we've got another Ballon d'Or contender. And bro, just look at Biarritz's stats. We've maxed out his finishing, shot power, long shots, practically every shooting stat. I think he might be the guy to get us that Ballon d'Or. But also, guys, I do think we're going to need to improve the team a little bit more. Tonali's good, but I wouldn't mind improving that midfield a little bit more. I think Andres Santos would actually fit the bill. 87 rated. He's got experience playing in Ligue before. And I think a player like him is what we need to fill the void left by Pogba's departure. And with those signings, at least we're back to winning Liga. Trophy number 10 with Monaco. Ooh, but we lost the French Super Cup. No French Cup this time around. And knocked out in the Champions League by Newcastle. Ever since Pogba's gone, we've been nowhere in the Champions League. I still need to try and win a treble with this Monaco team. Have a Ballon d'Or winner as well. Okay, at least for the Ballon d'Or, Mika Biarritz is getting into a good position. He's 92 rated. We've even got João Felix. But of course, to win the Ballon d'Or, the club needs to also win the Champions League. Can we get a bit of help from the wheel? I know it's been really kind in this one. Okay, I'm not sure if that is help. Fresh legs needed. The squad is aging. Replace 2 starters with under 23 players. Okay, the oldest player we've got in the team right now is João Felix at the age of 32. There's Kadioglu as well, who's the same age. Singo is 31. We could replace him as well. But you know what? These players are already so high rated and they still can give us a couple more years. Don't want to replace them, but hey, we have no choice. To be fair, we should be able to find some really good regens now. And look at this. I found a Scottish player from Liverpool, Arthur Bean. Of course, he's Andy Robertson's regen. There's also this Belgian left-back, Cyril Adam, playing for Nice, 83 rated. 85 rated left-back, Lombardi. But the craziest one is definitely Raul Pinto, Portuguese left-back, that's 93 rated. What? And he's 23, so it counts, but I don't even think we can afford him. In fact, Real Madrid don't want to sell him. How does this player even exist? I'm wondering whose regen he could be. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comments. But I think right now for us, it makes sense to maybe get Lombardi. He's probably DeMarco's regen, and I guess we'll have to put Kadioglu in a swap deal. And there you go, with that one under 23 players coming into our squad. And I think I've also found our second under 23 player, Alexander Janssen, Dutchman playing for Liverpool. Wonder whose regen he could be. Of course, it's BVD. And I think if I put Singo in a swap deal here, it should get the job done. We'll have to chuck in maybe 50 million as well. And it's actually worked. Not gonna lie, maybe the fresher legs is what this team needed. Because now I think our backline can grow even more. Plus, the midfield is looking good. We've got Biarritz up top, Duranville and Ahmad on either side. The only thing that we don't have is Paul Pogba. Without him, we've not had the same level of success, but I'm hoping it changes this season. End of the season, and there you go. We've got Ligue on lock. Trophy number 11. We also win the French Super Cup, make that 12. Ooh, but no French Cup, not even the final. Champions League is what I want to win, but we're not doing all that well. 17th in the league phase, and then knocked out by Club Brugge? Bro, ever since Pogba's gone, we've kind of been finished in the big leagues. I mean, come on, man. If we want to have a Ballon d'Or winner, and actually we do have a contender now in Biarritz, but yeah, the only way that'll happen is if we can win the Champions League. All right, come on, Wheel. I need you to cook. Captain sinks with the ship. If you don't win the league, you must release your club captain at the end of the season. Wait, honestly, I don't even remember who our captain is. Ooh, it's Kamara, someone who's been here from day one. And to be fair, he's gone up to a 92 overall. If we don't win Liga this season, we might have to release him. To be honest, guys, we're in Season 9. I do feel like we've got the team to get the job done in Liga. We shouldn't be too worried about losing Kamara. What we should be focusing on, though, is figuring out a way to win the Champions League. To be honest, our first team is absolutely incredible. I mean, we could get maybe an improvement for Ahmad, and also maybe some squad depth for the centre-back spot. And that's got me thinking, remember there was a centre-back that we accidentally sold at the start? Yep, Christian Mawise was this guy. Yep, let's just bring him back. Now I'm thinking we maybe replace Ahmad. And remember we had a certain Akliuche earlier on? Unfortunately, he was stolen from us. But there's nothing stopping us from bringing him back. He's 91 rated now. I know he's 31, but we just need him to give us 2 more good seasons. And we're doing it, boys. Akliuche is returning to Monaco. End of the season, and I told you, we don't have to worry about Liga anymore. We do get the job done. Trophy number 13. Also, we do win the French Super Cup. Make that 14. 15 with the French Cup as well. Wait a minute now. If we win the Champions League, that is pretty much the treble we're after. Oh, and also this is perfect. Biarritz has had a crazy good season. 33 goals, 14 assists. He's also 91 rated. But I can't believe it. Man City sent us packing in the quarterfinals. 9 seasons in, we're on 15 trophies. It's gonna basically be impossible to get to like 25. But what we can still do is maybe win that treble and have a Ballon d'Or winner from Monaco. Season 10, it's gonna be all about that. Let's see what our final challenge is going to be. Brilliant, boys. Like, honestly, just brilliant. Financial crisis. How does Monaco go through financial crisis, man? Literally the country of billionaires. But hey, we now need to sell 100 million worth of players. The worst thing is no signings over 20 mil. We basically can't improve the team. Okay, the question now is who do we sell to generate 100 million? Definitely not Biarritz. He's my only hope at winning the Ballon d'Or. Honestly, right now I'm leaning towards Ahmad or Akliuche. To be fair, Akliuche went down in his overall, and I think he'd be easier to sell over 100 mil. And honestly, we've got Ahmad. And there you go, 134 million for Akliuche. I kind of feel bad because we literally just signed him and now we're bidding him off again. But hey, that's the 100 million generated. Now we are allowed to make signings, but I don't think it's going to be of any use. What are we going to do with a player worth less than 20 mil? We have what we have, and the truth is it's still a very, very good team. Question is though, is it good enough to win a treble? Is Biarritz good enough to win the Ballon d'Or? Okay, we've made it into the Ballon d'Or ceremony. I'm not too hopeful because we didn't win the Champions League last season, but Biarritz does have the overall, man. He's 95. It would be kind of crazy if he can do it, and I think he has. We do have a Monaco player that's won the Ballon d'Or. Who is it going to be? Mika Biarritz. Who would have thought? Okay, winning a Ballon d'Or for winning Ligue and the French Cup is kind of crazy, but we'll take it, bro. We'll absolutely take it. One of the challenges completed. And now we're getting through the season, and it's all about trying to win a treble. End of the season, and that's the first hurdle. We've destroyed Ligue. Remember in our first season with Monaco, how we were nowhere near PSG, but look at the difference now. That's trophy number 16. Make that 17 with the French Super Cup. I can't believe it, man. We lost the French Cup, though. I really thought we were going to be on course for the treble. Can we count maybe the French Super Cup for the treble? Because we have actually reached the Champions League final against Dortmund. If we win this, I'm going to be gutted that we didn't win the French Cup, man. And we actually do. We destroyed Dortmund 4-0 in a Champions League final. 18 trophies with Monaco over 10 seasons. I still think that is incredible. Who would you think the MVP of this takeover has been? Let me know in the comments. For me, it's got to be Paul Pogba. Those 5 seasons he gave us, unbelievable. Now, if you enjoyed this takeover, why not watch me take over Leeds United in the Premier League? Click here.